What's up, everybody? It's the Sports Chasers Podcast, coming to you live and direct with your host and your moderator, Kevin L. Warren, along with his fellow co-hosts, Dorian the D.A. Albritton, James the Angry One Warren, Mike Mills, Daryl D-Dub Warren, and Dan K, the Hockey Dude. This is a real sports podcast for real fans. This is a sports podcast with no hot takes, no narratives, just real, unadulterated sports talk. Please be advised that there may be some colorful and explicit language. The Sports Chasers are the defenders of the fans. Now, here's your host and moderator, Kevin L. Warren!
Hey, what's going on, everybody? What's happening, everybody? It's another edition of the Sports Chasers Podcast. That's right, we're all blacked out tonight. Another edition of the Sports Chasers Podcast. It's Thursday night, 7:40 p.m. instead of 7:30. My apologies for being late. We had some technical difficulties, but we're here, and we're here to talk about sports and give it to you as we know how to do. Unadulterated, no hot takes, none of that stuff, as the intro says. Before we start anything else, make sure you like, click, subscribe, comment to our YouTube channel. Also, YouTube and Spotify, wherever you get our podcast at, make sure you give us that 5-star review, right? You comment on us, tell us how great or how awful we are. Hopefully it's great because, you know, we try to put out great content 3 times a week during the football season. But we're here, so make sure you do that for us, man. But hey, let's meet the crew. We got the DA. DA, what's good? Looking good in his black and his Cincinnati Reds cap.
Yeah.
DA's here in the building. What's
I'm
good,
a
bro?
pirate. Jumping ships, you know.
Okay, transfer portal.
Ship to ship, San Diego ship to the Red.
Oh, yeah. We're going to start off with baseball because
I'm
San
like
Diego.
Don King, baby. I'm going to leave with the winner. It don't matter. I'm leaving.
Damn right.
Only in America.
I'm leaving with the winner.
That's right.
So that's what Don King said. I'm leaving with the winner. I don't give a damn.
Yeah.
Only in America, man. D-Dub, good afternoon, good evening, I should say, here in the East. What's good, bro? How are you, man?
What's good? Yo, yeah, you right about that. I got to jump ship, man. These owners don't know what the fuck is going on. So, you know, I got to get off. This Titanic, this shit is sinking. I'm out.
The Titanic is sinking, man. Shout out to the rest of the crew that's not here, to Dan, our hockey dude, to Mike Mills and James out, the angry one, man. But we got a good riveting show tonight, man. Yo, we're gonna talk some baseball, we're gonna talk some football, a lot of hot topics about the NFL, man. BD Dub and the DA was going back and forth about Justin Fields, but we'll say that till after baseball because there's a lot of heated discussions about Justin Fields. So we'll talk about that. The NFL. We'll also talk about the XFL and the looks like the what's that, the other
USFL.
Yeah, USFL looks like they're gonna merge together. I think that's a good deal.
You knew that was going to happen, though. I mean, there's just too much.
But hopefully there'll be a farm team of the a thing for the NFL, man. So that, to me, that would make sense, man. Shout out to all those that's in the comments. Shout out to my sister Jamila. She's in the comments. Thank you so much for hanging in and checking us out. For those that's on our YouTube channel, thank you for chiming in. Make sure you also, like I said before, like, click, and subscribe to the channel. We appreciate that, man. Thank you, man. What was that? We got Thursday night football tonight. As a Giant fan, I don't see this being close. We might even rock this till 10 o'clock tonight, so I had to watch. Yeah, because it's not. And we got the DA. He's a Niners fan, so he's being very modest. But we're gonna get
pros, brother. They're gonna play. I mean, ain't nothing else to that. You got to play because you're there. So
100%. And I definitely feel you, man. So I definitely feel you. And we'll recap some college football. We'll talk a little bit hockey tonight. There's a weird story from hockey. I just don't understand it, but we'll get to that. Just weirdo-ville. So, but it's sports. We have to cover it. and we'll get to it. But needless to say, let's jump right to Major League Baseball. We kind of neglected baseball last week. Last but not least, let me do this also. Remember, we also cover college football the day after Saturday. On Sunday morning around 10 o'clock in the morning, we'll cover college football. Half an hour, talk about the games that appeared on Saturday. And then, of course, for our second season of Fourth and Short, that comes on at 9 o'clock in the morning on this channel, on the YouTube channel, man. So with that said, let me rock to the power rankings when it comes to Major League Baseball. According to CBS, we have here the Braves. With less than 2 weeks to play in the season, the Braves are 97-55. They have clinched the National League East again.
Park the car.
They have parked the car. You're right. They have parked the car. The LA Dodgers, they are surpassed the Baltimore Orioles. They are number 2 to our power rankings. They're 93-58. Yes, they have also gave the keys to the valet.
Yes.
Definitely for the Orioles. Well, no, not because the Orioles and the Rays are duking it out. They're 3-4 as of yesterday. The Orioles are 95.
They're spinning the block.
Yeah, and the Rays are 2.5 back. 3.5 back at 94-60.
Remember that shit, man? I'm sorry, ma'am. I'm sorry, Mrs. Warren, but I'm sorry. Y'all ain't gonna know nothing about this, but D just said something, man.
What's that?
Remember circling the block to find a parking spot?
So what DA is alluding to is real in New York City. It's probably even worse now.
10 times worse now.
I wouldn't even have a car, but that's here and there. Yeah, but I remember that alternate side of the parking. Shout out to all my New Yorkers that's still holding it down in NYC in the 5 boroughs that got to deal with alternate side of the parking. God bless you. Yeah. That's all I'm going to say. God bless you. But circling the block. Let me go to the get ready to say Boston. The Milwaukee Brewers, they're number 5. The Houston Astros are number 6. Toronto Blue Jays are number 7. They have been beating up on the Yankees last couple of days. The Mariners are number 8. The Phillies are number 9. The Minnesota Twins are number 10. The Texas Rangers are sliding. They're up 3 from last week, man. Hey, real quick, Matt Scherzer. He went out there and got hurt, and then that's all she wrote, folks. He's done.
400 years old. He is 400 years old.
Hey, I mean, what do you want? What else do you want?
We paid him a lot of money to play.
That's
your fault. Right. Correct,
so
DA.
If you go to the supermarket, and I don't drink milk like that, but
does a body good?
If you go there and the milk says today's what, the 20th? What's today's date?
21st.
Today's 21st.
It says, okay, so you get there and it says this gallon of milk is going to be spoiled on the 22nd. If you still buy that gallon, as opposed to getting the gallon that's not going to get spoiled till October, that's your stomach should be effed up.
Yeah. Because you should be buying October 8th milk, not
you bought
okay.
I 22nd milk.
Yeah. But the store left it in there for me to buy. What do you want me to do?
But not buy it. That's what we want you to do. Why you buy it? You didn't have to. No one put a gun to your head.
Which leads us back to Matt Scherzer. They had no business. They didn't have to. They didn't have to give him money.
They clearly went for it, and they
did. Hey, and this is what happened. You gamble, man. What are we talking? What are we talking about? You gamble.
Head cracks.
You lost.
Well, you rolling them dice in the street, man.
Bro. It's the game of life, baby.
The Arizona Diamondbacks, they're number 12. The Miami Marlins, they're holding on. They're at they're also tied for they're tied for 13th. The Cincinnati Reds, who was playing hot, now they look like they're getting a little bit better. They're at 14th, and I'm going to stop here at the Chicago Cubs. Chicago Cubs got hot, and then they look like they lost some luster. They're at 15. No, I'll stop at 16 because it's 8-8. Within the 8 teams will make the playoffs. The Yankees are holding on for dear life, and they are 76-76.
Okay, so can we? Because this is where my confusion begins. Because I've been trying to do the math equations all day with this, right? So
okay,
if we go through the NL East, right? So National League is where the biggest playoff fight per se is, right? So we know the Braves are in, right?
The Braves have clinched the National League East, correct?
And we can assume if nothing goes wrong, if it stopped today, Philadelphia is in.
Philadelphia is
83 and 69.
83 and 69, correct? And
The
nobody
Brewers are in at 87 and 66
as the divisional winners, correct? Mm-hmm.
Yes, and so they just have to stay up front in their division, and they're good to go.
Correct. They're good to go.
Don't
correct.
matter. Besides, I don't think the Cubs or the Reds are going to pick up. It amounts to about 8 games, right? Because they both 79 wins, so there's 8 games out, right? So
yeah, well, about 10 to play.
One of these two are going.
Well, you got Arizona. Arizona's 81 and 72.
They're in. They're ahead unless they get caught, right? Because it's 3 division leaders and 3.
So let me break it down for you. Currently right now, the wild card. You got the Phillies, City Eagles. You got Arizona, Chicago. They are in the wild card right now. The season ends today, and those behind them, you got Miami, Cincinnati, San Francisco, and your second beloved San Diego Padres, who are 4.5 back behind the wild card with 10 to go. But that's going to be pretty much done.
Hard.
Yeah.
So,
that's done.
But
so
if it's 8 teams make it, right?
Correct. It's going to be 8 teams that make it. Excuse me.
So we got
no. It's going to be 6. It's going to be 6. Yeah, 6 teams with the I'm sorry, I said 8. It's going to be 6 teams that make it. You got the division winners, and then you got the wild card winners. So that's what's going to go on.
If the Cubs, well, they're 3 and 7. They're 3 and 7 out their last 10. So they're about to wet the bed. As Dan says, right? So
yeah,
if the Reds catch them, it's because they wet the bed, point blank, period. And if the Giants catch them, it's the same thing.
Yes.
The Marlins, I think, is going to stay where they're at, so they're going to get 1. I believe they'll get 1. Because they're playing 500.
You think the Marlins will surpass Chicago, the Cubs?
Nope. I think I think they're at 79 and 74. I think they'll stay. I think they're going to get.
Well, currently right now, as it stands with the wild card, they are looking in. They're looking out. They're not. They're on the outside looking in.
They're half game behind the Cubs.
Yes.
Yeah.
Who you saying? Cincinnati?
No.
Yeah, Miami. They're a half game behind the.
Yeah, Miami 79-74. They're man.
They're a half game out, but they're 5-5 the last 10 games.
Right.
So it's not like they've been. Listen, the Cubs are 3 and 7, right? So they are wetting the bed right now as we speak. They are peeing on the floor right now. So right now, that's what they're doing. But if they hold on, they're ahead by a half game.
Right,
a full game on the Reds. They're a full game up on the Reds.
Reds is 79-75.
So. They don't play each other, so if they don't play each other, then that's that's the only way you catch whole games on folks is by playing them straight up. So, and I don't know who the last games are for everyone. I'm gonna check to see now, but
right. Let me go to American League. You got, of course, and the wild card for the wild card. You got Tampa Bay, you got Toronto, and you got Texas in the American League, and you currently have Seattle and the Yankees. The Yankees are 8 games out of the wild card with 10 to play. They're not gonna make it. Less than 10 to play, I believe.
The season's over when? Next Wednesday?
Yeah, it's over. It's over. So you got Tampa Bay, Toronto. So Seattle's the only one that's vying for that last playoff spot. So Texas went from leading in the first half of the season to
leading even to the second,
right, to them almost getting out of here for not
finishing out. Yeah, I mean, it's the marathon, bro.
Yeah,
marathon. You got to finish.
Yep.
And, you start off good. That's what I said. It doesn't mean nothing to me until after July.
Yep.
Because that's what happens. They come out fast and then you can't sustain.
Right. So, let me read a couple of tiebreakers for the American League before we move on to Let me see who's clinched. This is national. National League, of course, the Braves have clinched. Dodgers have clinched the National League West. Orioles have clinched the American League. And the Rays have clinched a playoff spot. Excuse me, the Orioles have clinched the playoff spot, and the Rays have clinched the playoff spot. The Orioles got to win a couple more games. They'll, they will own the American League East. I don't have their magic number. Remember you used to talk about they don't even talk about magic numbers no more. Remember that magic number? Twins' magic number to clinch the AL Central is 1. The Brewers have a magic number to clinch the National League Central of 4. The Orioles own the tiebreaker over the Rays because of their schedule. American League West, Astros own tiebreaker over the Rangers. Mariners own tiebreaker over the Astros. The Rangers own the tiebreaker over the Mariners. You got the AL wild card. The Rangers own the tiebreaker over the Mariners and Blue Jays. Wow, that's huge. Mariners own the tiebreaker over the Blue Jays. And National League wild card, this is Phillies own the tiebreaker over the Reds, Cubs, and Diamondbacks. Marlins own the tiebreaker over the Phillies, Diamondbacks, Cubs, and Reds. This sounds like this is like NFL reading. Giants on the tiebreaker over the Phillies, Marlins, Reds, Diamondback.
The Reds got a better chance, man. The Cubs got to play the Brewers, and even though Atlanta, is parked the car, they got Atlanta and the Brewers between now and next week, Wednesday.
Right, and the Reds own the tiebreaker over the Cubs and the Diamondback. And like you said, DA, you're right. They got a really good chance of,
they only play the Cardinals and the Pirates. That's what the Reds have.
Right.
No, man. Hey, listen, just because Atlanta has parked the car, man, don't mean they don't get out and check it. Yeah. They don't get out and check that bitch.
The Cubs
they don't walk around and make sure everything is
Yeah. Sure.
You know how to motherfuckers sit on your car where, get off my car. You remember? Yeah, so
remember that old school dude? Hey, man, youngest on my car.
Hey, this looks like a couch.
Did you sit on my car for, B?
On my car, man.
Yo,
it's Bonneville DeVille.
There you go.
78.
Better get off that car. But yeah, man, Atlanta, best team in baseball, man.
That's crazy though.
Best team in baseball right now. I mean, I don't see. I mean, they are pretty good, pretty damn good.
Yes, they're doing it. So
yeah. But you got to play the game, so we'll see. Yeah, but it should be interesting coming down the stretch, though. So good.
Yeah,
should be good games coming down the stretch.
Most times folks will look at what the records are, but if they're close, you got to think of who they're playing in that last week, right? And so remember, there's home field to be garnered as well. So
correct.
The Brewers are going to go hard because they need to have a leg up on Philadelphia. You know what I'm saying? As a wild card, they got to have a leg up. You got to have a leg up because you have a better record. So that's when records do matter at the end of the season. So yeah, the Brewers are going to play, and Atlanta's going to play because you don't want to go into stale. So, but we'll see. We'll see what happens. I'm just saying the Reds only have the Pirates and the Cardinals, and both of those teams don't give a right now.
Correct, man. But now I'm excited. The postseason's here. I wish there was a little bit more excitement. Well, I mean, there is. But
let's do it. Let's do it.
Let's do it. Let's drum it up. Let's drum it up. Let's drum it up.
Let's not gloss it over. And like D said, it's their fault. This is causation. This is baseball's fault that people don't watch it. It's what they let happen to them. They let themselves become a joke in so many different ways. From the Hall of Fame to the whole steroid thing to outrageous salaries for dudes that don't play and, a salary cap that's not a salary cap. Like, if you don't take it as a joke, we won't take it as a joke. Right? So you got a soft cap when you're telling me, this is the cap. But then you go get somebody over the cap anyway. Every year.
Well.
And there's a trading deadline. But then somebody picks up a pitcher through some crazy, obscure rule that nobody knows at the end of the season. And you're like, okay, so only Carl Ravitch, and those are the only guys that's supposed to know what the hell this rule is. Like, no one can even explain to me
right
how they got this pitcher off of another team for like just the playoffs, and then you send him back. And I'm talking about what's dude name played for the Yankees? He went to the Kansas City just for the World Series and came back to the Yankees the next year. The closer, what's dude's name, man? I forget dude's name, but yeah, baseball. You got your other obscure ass rules like don't throw the ball by his feet, because if you throw the ball by his feet on Tuesday, he can hit you in the back with a car. Come on, man. What are we doing? And if you keep doing that, you know, and making baseball just that more confusing for people that are watching, yeah, people are going to stop watching.
Right.
It gets to be too confusing after a while.
Mike Mills, welcome, sir. How are you?
I'm great. How you guys doing?
What's up,
We're doing well, man. Doing well. We're I know you just got caught, got in. We were talking about the power rankings in Major League Baseball and how the season's almost over, and
baseball's still going.
See what I'm saying?
See?
Young kids don't care.
Yeah, bro. They did this shit to themselves. We talked about it. I said, it's been Dion mania running rapid throughout the United States. Okay, that's one. All right. Two, college football has
fake been entertaining.
Okay, fake entertaining, along with the NFL coming in. Yo, this has been, and then baseball, whose whole season been going on since April. No buzz, no nothing.
Well, you know why that is.
I mean,
go ahead. Let's talk about it. We got time. Go ahead.
I mean, baseball is hard to be accessible in certain areas, you know, because baseball is very expensive to play. That's one way. And then people don't pass on that love for baseball. It's a lot of gatekeeping in baseball. Like DA was just saying with the unspoken rules. Yeah, you can't breathe on third base when you're crossing it on a double because you'll get plucked. Like stuff like that. So baseball isn't the most accessible sport. And I mean, that shit changed. I enjoy baseball. Shit, I played baseball growing up. Baseball
I was about to say, Mike, I went to your games when you was younger. So
yeah. So I love baseball, and then it's just that's the main thing. I feel like it's not accessible to gatekeeping.
Well, let me so dive into a little bit what you mean that gatekeeping. Go ahead a little bit.
When I say gatekeeping, like I was saying, the unwritten rules, the accessibility, and then what's the word I'm looking for? What are you calling people? The traditionalists. You know, some of that stuff is a little true traditional. Even like the Yankees. Can't play for the Yankees without a haircut and a beard. Yo, it's 2023, bro. It's not 19 whenever you put that rule in. And it made sense then. I get what you're trying to breed, but everybody's not going for that. So
yeah, and you're right, man. I think it hurts a lot of like the whole Hall of Fame thing, right, is a joke. Right? So you got dudes like Lebatard just gave their vote away. Like, you know what, this is stupid. We're not gonna do this. Right? Because you let these guys in and you don't let this guy in. It becomes too personal, and when people can see it, I'm going back to my Cat Williams joke. Yo, we can see you. Like, you're not doing anything behind closed doors. Like, we can see how stupid this shit is now, and we're like, really? This is what we're doing, right? Because you like a guy, and he's on TV, he gets in. Because you don't like a guy, and he doesn't talk to you, you don't let him in. Dog, you don't own the sport. You're a reporter.
I hate that part of it, but I do enjoy the benchmarks.
You wild out. Oh, with too much bat flip. Well, you know what? Strike him out, and he won't bat flip.
So, DA, I don't know if you heard what Mike said. He said he does like benchmarks. I do too, and I think that's what baseball is supposed to be. Baseball is like the number one sport when it comes to stats and all that stuff.
Yeah.
And now I think, well, just like we could talk about the other sports too, where I mean, D-Dub alluded to it about 2 years ago. D-Dub said that, I mean, if you're gonna let everybody in, there needs to be a penthouse for the real Hall of Famers in the NFL, Because y'all just
I said jackets. I said they need
yes.
platinum, gold, bronze, or whatever, silver, whatever you want to do it.
Check the receipts 2 years ago. Yep.
I don't know about the jacket club thing. I feel like I don't think you should do it like that, but I do enjoy how baseball has benchmarks. Like, you're not getting in if you don't have X amount of strikeouts. 300. You're not getting in, right.
I believe
you're not getting in with X amount of home runs. I think they should pass that on to the other leagues. Because
Mike, I'm with you. I'm with you on that. But what I'm saying is they keep on changing the rules with these benchmarks. Even with your benchmarks, they keep on telling me I don't see what I'm seeing. So, like I said, we all know if you say Deion Sanders, platinum jacket, you say somebody, Barry Sanders, you already know. There's some other guys that we know that has gone into the Hall of Fames or have went into the Hall of Fame. You look at them, you're like, bro, no, it's not. Well, he didn't change the game like that. He's not a game. He's not what your eyes are telling you. You know what your eyes see. You know what you see. That's what I'm saying. And you know the difference.
Today I was listening to something, and it's either you're going to be a player that changed the game, and that's it, or you're going to be a player that changed the game, or a dude that played a long time. Like, all those things, like, if you played a long time, I'm not giving dudes longevity awards.
Oh, no.
Here's the goal, right?
I said I'm not.
No, and I got you. The same thing with Cal Ripken, right? You remember the whole Cal Ripken, Iron Man. He had, so what?
I mean, Iron Man at the detriment of his own freaking team.
Correct, right?
Oh, you will not come on this show and disrespect the great Cal Ripken. You will not do it.
I'm not.
Playoff runs, his silent ass soft bat.
Silent bat. Go ahead.
Going to where they needed to go.
Mute. That was a mute bat.
Y'all the first ones I ever heard slander Cal Ripken, but I'm
Mike, do you hear these two guys?
Listen, Mike, this was before my time. I know who he is.
Mike,
I know what he did. But listen, no. Go ahead. I'm listening. I'm enjoying it. I slander Kevin Durant. People tell me I'm crazy.
Well, yeah, you got a pocket for that one, boy. You got a pocket.
Nah, but we watching.
I'm not talking about.
Yeah, we're watching Bad Words here for the algorithm, and so we can get paid more. Go ahead.
Yeah, so I'm not really like and I'm with you with the benchmarks, but when you pass all of the benchmarks, and then now you throw something else at him. Okay, but he wore size 12 cleats or something else stupid. You're like, yo, come on, dog. Like,
he didn't cheat on his wife. He opened 8 schools.
Yo, listen, man. Listen, I keep telling you. I understand they're not going to put my man Lamar in the Hall of Fame.
Wait, how we get from?
We're going to keep hearing and keep watching videos on YouTube of the dudes that played against him in his 20-year period that say there was nobody better. How many times you gonna have Maddox, Glavine, and Smoltz say, yeah, we couldn't pitch the dude? How many times you gonna have that? And he's not a Hall of Famer? Listen, my thing is, yes, I do have a problem with the whole steroid thing. But my point is this, man. If the speed limit on that road at that point in time was 65 miles an hour, and he did 65, that's that. You can't judge him on the fact it's 55 now because he never got caught with a dirty. That's all I'm saying. It ain't like your boy from Brewers that threw the FedEx dude under the bus. You know what I'm saying?
What was his name? Not
Ryan. What's dude's name? I forget dude's name. And he was good.
Yelich.
No, not Christian Yelich. The other guy.
For Yelich.
Yeah.
But what I'm saying is this, essentially, right? So if you catch somebody dirty with the steroids, then that's what it is. That he's dirty. Like, so when
Ryan Braun.
Yes, thank you.
So when Giambi got caught, it was illegal. It was on the books. He knew. When A-Rod got caught, it was illegal. Boom, boom.
Mm-hmm.
Yo, when the other dudes did it earlier on, we all knew they did it. We know why they did it, and we know that MLB sanctioned them doing it. Because chicks did the long ball. You had a strike in 94. They were scared nobody was going to watch in 95. 96 and 97, you have the whole home run thing. People loving baseball again. And you know, my man just said, listen, man, this dude here, who's not a better hitter than me, is hitting 60-something home runs. Boy, wait till I throw on some clear in the cream. See what happens. But that's what he said.
Clear cream,
right?
Clear cream. Yo,
yeah, but I'm being straight up honest with y'all, man, and I think that hurts baseball. And Pete Rose. There's some old cats out there that are like, yo, this is some vindictive BS.
Oh, it is. I told you they're gonna wait till he passes away and then they'll put him in.
Then it's going to be on like Donkey Kong.
So let me give you my assessment, and I think we're all baseball dudes up here, like Mike, you know, me, D-Dub, and DA. You know, we all play baseball, man. I played it up to the high school level, and I love baseball. And there used to be a time, you know, I don't sound like, you know, some old school dude, but I guess I am, man. You know, you couldn't wait to get the newspaper and read the stats and like I said, we was talking about magic numbers. That was the thing back in the day. Hey, what's the Yankees' magic number to clinch the AL East? Oh, 6 games. Okay, the Yankees got to get a combination of six wins or 6 losses from Boston, and then we clinch the East, and then on to the playoffs we go, right? Mm-hmm. But like you said, that buzz is not definitely there, and baseball absolutely has a lot to do with it. Some of their unwritten rules and things that okay, let me go to the Yankees and stuff. I think that's ridiculous that the Yankees don't have they don't let up on a hair policy. If police departments and fire departments can let up on some of the facial hair policy, I think the Yankees can too. Relax, guys. Y'all taking yourself way too serious. So, things of that nature, and some of the no fun stuff, like you said, the bat flipping. I remember what's his name when he was in Toronto, Tatis, when he was bat flipping a couple of playoffs and he was doing this thing, man. I thought that was so exciting. And like DA said before, if you don't like it, get him out. Mm-hmm. Get him out. Strike him out. Nope. We're gonna plunk him and throw. It's just dumb. I just think you're supposed to evolve as people, and leagues evolve. So just evolve. Just get better. Just do better, man. And I love baseball, but like you said, the buzz definitely not there. Hopefully, it'll pick up in the postseason. And baseball, you got some explaining to do, and you can't be putting it on the back of what's my man in LA with the Angels, not a Tony, but when the last commissioner said, or this commissioner said, hey, we need Mike Trout, we need him. Well, Mike Trout, that's not him. Mm-hmm. DA, your sound is out, bro. Your sound is out.
Right.
Yeah. So this is a good discussion. Mike, thanks for coming in, jumping in and chiming in right away. Yeah, they had the Cal Ripken slander going on hard. I never heard nobody.
It's not no. The slander's about the Iron Man. That was, come on. It was like
you saying that the Iron Man.
Yeah. You played
above and beyond of what.
Yeah.
You ain't saying nothing when Eli was the Iron Man. When Eli Manning was the Iron Man. All right.
Yo, first of all, I'm one to say that Eli's not a Hall of Famer. I'm not going to put him in there.
Whoa.
I'm not going to put him in there.
Nah, you're tripping. That's a Hall of Famer.
Bro, stop. Y'all going to stop. Y'all going to stop,
He is,
man.
though. Yo, he earned both his rings. He earned them.
Okay. Trent Dilfer, what did Trent Dilfer do?
He beat the undefeated team for the championship. He slayed
Trent Dilfer
the dragon
too, but he's not in.
No, Trent Dilfer didn't earn his. Don't tell that lie. Don't tell that lie.
Hey, He was commander of the. He's the
Trent
commander of
Dilfer
the
earned
ship.
it like you earned it. That's
He's
your ring too.
Oh man, nah. I'm sorry, man. I like Eli, but I'm not doing it. He's great. He's a great quarterback. He's a good quarterback, but he's not a Hall of Famer.
That's a Hall of Famer.
Man, we had a good discussion on baseball. I'm glad we kind of took care of this with baseball, man. And hey, the playoffs are upon us, the wild cards upon us in baseball. Hopefully, baseball can drum up some more stuff. But
It should, man. Like the
should.
playoff time is usually good stuff. So
Yeah,
we'll see.
playoff baseball, man. Hopefully, DA's audio is working because I'm gonna go to the National Football League. The National Football League. Before I go to the one story, we didn't cover because we was on obviously. The Pittsburgh Steelers defeated the Cleveland Browns on this past Monday night. D-Dub, what do you? First of all, real quick, Nick Chubb's injury, avoidable, not avoidable? It's just part of football.
I think it's just part of the game.
Yeah,
it's
unfortunate.
Unfortunate, we've seen. I mean, we are old enough. We've seen hellified injuries that's happened in the past. It's part of the game. I wish him well. He's a hell of a football player. So it is what it is, man. It's part of the game. And I think when you sign up, you already know things can happen any given Sunday. So unfortunate, but again, hopefully he'll be back and and be well. But I think to get back to that game, Deshaun Watson needs to find his way, or he's gonna find his way up out of here. You know what I'm saying? With even though he'll have a pocket full of money, but he's just not. Something's
Guaranteed
not right.
money.
Something's not quite right. And then
What'd you say, Mike?
then I heard he got a burn.
Money.
Yeah, guaranteed money. Then I guess you could do whatever you want to do.
He did not look sharp. That last pass that they was like 4th and 20 or whatever, or the 3rd and 20. He like threw the ball like way over dude's head. I'm like,
he don't look right. He don't look quite right.
No,
I don't know if it's the confidence, everything that's that has went on over the past year. So it was the game was bad. It wasn't that both of them games. Charlotte, Carolina, and the Saints wasn't a great game either. So but we move on to week 3. So hopefully they started to get sharper. Teams have started sharpen up.
is that because of lack of play? I know we covered this last week on our.
Hey, you know how I feel about it. I think if you don't play, you look bad. You don't practice, you don't look good.
That's exactly what it is.
You know what I'm saying? So when you players hold out for 3 weeks, and then you throw them in the game. I mean, the games is not sharp. I don't care. I know we talk about it. We don't need the preseason, but when the product starts coming out. Oh, that was almost interception. Giants, sorry, but the product comes out, it just doesn't look good, and you have to wait 4 weeks, just about damn near 3 to 4 weeks before everybody starts clicking. But shout outs to San Francisco and Dallas for the most part, looking good for the most part. So first 3 weeks, but we'll see.
Yeah, I would say the first couple weeks, first 2 weeks, yes, absolutely. It's been a little bit bad. Games are being played bad, but I would say along with DA, he always says, hey, they don't do this in college.
Mm-hmm.
But I'll push back and say, yeah, okay, they don't play preseason games. I said, but they don't really even practice no more. I from what you're saying from the collective bargaining agreement and all that in football.
They don't practice at all, hardly. But one person who looked like he practices every day is Christian McCaffrey. I tell you one thing. I mean, he just looks good, man. I don't know what it is or what is his routine, but he look like he stays in shape and he look like he's doing his thing.
Yeah,
Just
and
so
they're
far.
not running him to death.
That's true too. So
And like how
that
they
helps.
how they was in Carolina, and they was giving him for like 150,000 plays.
Yeah, that helps. Yeah, you're right. You're right about that. That helps.
So I'll do that. As DA is still trying to adjust his Twiggy sound he got going on over there. His
Twiggy. He's stupid.
Or Mike, what'd you call it? The cuckoo clock? Yeah, it does sound like a
Cuckoo clock.
As DA tries to work out his kinks with his thing, I'll check in with him. DA, can you hear us? No, he still got the Twiggy. Just wave your hand, bro. I got you when you come back.
Just wave your hand.
Just wave your hand. Yeah. Let me move on. Mike, we didn't talk to you. I want to know how you feel about this NFL story. Then we'll go to some picks, and then we'll go to college football. Hey, Justin Fields hasn't had the this is according to CBS Sports from Jeff Kerr. He writes, Justin Fields hasn't had the early season results he anticipated. Same with the Chicago Bears, adding DJ Moore was supposed to be help Fields evolve as a passer, along with another year in a Luke Getsy system. Instead, Fields has regressed, and the Bears are 0-2. Why is Fields struggling? He may have an answer, but probably not what the Bears want to hear. And this is what Fields says. Could be coaching, I think. Fields said to reporters on Wednesday. At the end of the day, they're doing their job, and when they are giving me what to look at. But at the end of the day, I can't be thinking about that when the game comes. I prepared myself throughout the week, and then when the game comes, it's time to play free. Time to play free at that point, thinking less and playing more. Later on Wednesday, Fields clarified his remarks and said he wasn't blaming the coaches. I'm not blaming anything on the coaches. I'm never going to blame anything on coaches. Never going to blame anything on my teammates. I will take whatever happens in a game. I will take all the blame. I don't care if it's drop pass, and it should have been a pass, but it is on me. Fields was asked if there were too many coaching voices in his head telling him that what to do, implying there's too many people working with him over the course of a game. He says, and I'm going to stop right here. I don't think it's too many. It's just when you have been fed a lot of information at a point in a time, and when you're trying to think about that info when you're playing, it doesn't let you play like yourself. Phil says you're trying to process so much information to where it's like, if I just simplify my mind, I think the biggest thing for me is playing the game like I know how to play, like I've been playing it my whole life. D-Dub, I'll start with you. What's your thoughts on the Justin Fields saga here?
Well, first of all, like I said, earlier we talked about this. I think he threw his whole team underneath his staff, the coaching staff, under the bus. Two, he didn't take responsibility, or he wasn't accountable. He didn't say like, hey, it's up to me. Like I said, this is exactly what we seen from Zach Wilson
last year.
Exactly what we seen last year when he was asked a question and he pretty much threw the whole daggone team underneath the bus and said it's not me, it's everybody else, but not me. And everybody lost their mind. And then now I'm looking at it, and I'm looking at people caping for this guy.
Yeah, you're right.
Caping and capping. Yeah, caping and capping.
Episode name.
Yeah.
Oh no, that's it for sure. Caping and capping.
And it's like, dog, we seen this. It's exact the same thing. Now we talk about sports chasers. We have talked about bad organizations being bad, and not, along with coaching and not developing players and not putting the players in a specific spot or specific place to win, to actually to showcase their talent. And again, now I was on inclination that Chicago was going to be on the come up this year. This year was the come up because of Aaron Rodgers moving. You know, the Packers should be taking a step back, and it hasn't happened.
Nope.
But you know, it was just a bad look for him today. I don't know if this starts. Even if they got new. Look, I heard today, where they got new organization people. Well, if that's not your guy, if you don't want him, then you need to trade him. If that's not who you want as your guy at the helm, trade him.
Yeah, that's what the Niners did with Trey Lance, right?
Absolutely. If you're not in, trade mortgage him. I heard somebody talk about what did I talk about? Talk about getting Bryce Young from Carolina. I said, do whatever. But if this is not your guy, don't hold him here and then ruin his whole career because y'all don't know what to do with him. You understand what I'm saying? So that's why I don't like.
Can I ask y'all a question though?
Go ahead. And Mike can take it.
Bryce Young, he comes from what kind of school?
Oh, Alabama?
Was it Alabama? He was Alabama?
Yeah,
was
Alabama.
Alabama.
He's Alabama, right? Okay. Bryce Young came from Alabama.
Mm-hmm.
Justin Fields came from Ohio State, right?
Justin Fields? I believe so.
Yeah,
he came from Ohio State.
Okay.
No, I didn't have a point. I was just saying,
Oh, I thought you was going somewhere with this. I was like,
word.
okay.
I thought.
Like I was really like, okay.
I thought I knew where you was going, but then you just left me. Now, all right.
Nah. So Bryce Young. I mean, he started 2 games. They still got the cuckoo clock going. Bryce Young, he's only started 2 games, and Justin Fields. This is year 3 for him. Yeah. Year three. And I'm with you, D-Dub. I thought he was going to take a step forward this year. I thought, okay, all right, boom.
I really did. I thought he was going to, level up. And it's just, and I know it's only 2 games, but the games that you see for a young guy, you should be seeing a little bit more. You know what I'm saying? You should be seeing a little bit more from in the third year.
The Giants and the Niners are nothing in the first quarter.
He missed that field goal.
I mean, I feel like.
Oh no, he made it. It's 3-0.
I mean, I feel
Go
like
ahead, Mike.
The Bears are terrible as an organization, a community, everything. Like they're terrible. So it's not all on him, but it is on him. Like
he's a leader.
I ain't that old, but I'm from the era like if we got issues in the house, we fix them in the house. We don't go outside in front of the reporters and tell everybody. I feel like it's too early in the season for that. It's week 3. So
thank you, Mike.
Like, listen, I get it. And who? My first one, you said a Lou Getz. Who is Lou? Who is that? Who is he? Like, who is
whatever Lou gets? Once he gets,
who is that guy? Who is that offensive coordinator? But the thing is, his thing is running. He's a quarterback that can scramble, get out the pocket. He makes some throws. This, that, and that.
Yep.
Right. So the next progression would be to be in the pocket and accentuate his talents and teach him how to be in the pocket. So yes, it is year 3 and he should be further ahead. But the whole team is horrible. It ain't like he got a good defense to hold him down like Zach Wilson. You know what I mean? And then if he was a better head coach, he wouldn't have the nerve to go up there and say no dumb shit like that. So it's a whole dark cloud over the whole thing right now. And they could fix it by winning games. They just got to buckle up and win some games. Are the Bears completely terrible? Yes. But is their division completely terrible? Hell yes. So it's fixable. They just got to be willing to do the work. And Justin Fields got to shut up for a little bit. Say the right things and shut up.
Shut up and play.
Just, we got to play better as a team. He's made some issues on both sides. Tell it for what it is. And then after he threw that interception, he just flicked his wrist. He really shouldn't have said nothing.
100%. 100%.
And the fact that in that press conference that he just said, pretty much he was like, yo, I'm gonna do whatever the fuck I want to do. That's pretty much. I'm gonna get out here and I'm gonna, fuck what the coaches said. They got me playing like a robotic. I'm gonna be me.
I
So
know
it sounds like with a headache.
And I know the DA wants to get on really bad.
I know he can't
because he's had a dissenting opinion about this all day, going back and forth with me and
yes, he has.
about this, and I really hope he gets to fix this. I'll say this: the last time the Bears went to the Super Bowl, I think of the Bears in two eras: the '86 Bears and he's still tick-tocking and click-clocking. The Bears in two eras: the '86 Bears, and then the Bears that with Devin Hester in 2005 when they went to the Super Bowl in Miami and they lost to Indianapolis, lost to Peyton Manning to get his first Super Bowl. That's the only eras. The Bears, other than that, they have not been good. The organization has not been good.
I said Tony Dungy. That's not Tony Dungy, right? Who is that? When he won, the Bears won with Hester.
Oh, that's your man, Lovey. That's
Lovey. Lovey Smith. Yes, Lovey.
Another one.
Yo, man, another one. They just threw his ass up out of here. Yo, Lovey won us.
He didn't win. He didn't win the Super Bowl. He lost.
No, he didn't win. He lost that game. Yeah, D. He lost.
Oh, they lost to the Colts.
Yes, they lost to the Colts.
Oh yeah, okay. So I was right. I was with Tony.
Yeah, it was
Rex Grossman at quarterback.
Yeah, that was.
Wasn't Rex Grossman the quarterback still?
Yeah, Rex Grossman was the quarterback. And
that was a bad Super Bowl too.
That wasn't a good Super Bowl either. Rex Grossman. Yeah, the Bears have had some really nondescript quarterbacks. I would say since the mid 2000s. Can't remember.
Orton.
What's your man who looked like he just never cared? Who just
McMahon?
No, not McMahon. The one just a couple years ago. He had he has a podcast.
You talk about
what is his name? It escapes me. But yeah,
I know you talking about the one of the stationary bike motherfucker.
Jay Cutler.
Jay Cutler. Shout out to Jay man, Jay Cutler.
Yes.
You know you was wrong for that. Sit up there riding on a goddamn stationary bike. Motherfucking team needs you, and you out there fucking around. But go ahead.
Jay the cigarette smoker Cutler.
Yeah,
Jay Cutler. Yeah. And that's to me, that's the only reason the time that the Bears have been good, and they've been kind of living off them that 86 and it's the 85 team. They've been living off of that. And they haven't been, to me, what other things have they done in Chicago? So Jay Cutler, the original Matthew Goff.
He is not. He's in a whole separate class.
Oh God, the angry one has chimed in on the comments.
He's in a different class.
What?
Jay Cutler, the original Matthew Goff.
The original.
Shout out to the angry man.
What's up?
Going in the comments, man. Thank you, E. I don't know. I'm with Mike, man. Just say less. Say the Russell Wilson stuff. Hey, we're playing well. We got room for improvement. I'm trying all I can. Say all the right corny things. Don't give the media anything to run with. That's my thing. Just don't give the media anything to run with.
It's just being smart, man. Just you don't have to, man. You know what I'm saying? Say less. Exactly. It's unnecessary, man. Just go out there and play your game and go home. That's it.
But some cats can't understand that about not saying less.
Always got to be seen. All up in the video.
Yeah. No, then like you said, throwing up the finger, talking about. I'm like, man, I just don't understand it, man. The Niners are leading 3-0 in quarter number 1 out in Santa Clara at Levi Stadium.
Giants at least trying. I see they're moving the ball. Okay.
Yeah. So I think the Giants were 10.5 point favorites tonight, man.
No,
Go
you
ahead, D.
mean the Niners?
I mean the Niners. Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah, get
Niners
that correct.
favorites.
Get
The
that correct,
Niners were
sir.
10.5 favorites tonight.
Yeah. Okay.
D-Dub, we're gonna jump into some predictions right now while Mike and DA is there. Anyone chime in if you
I had
want?
a little cough. I'm sorry.
Okay. Well, thank you, bro,
Yeah,
for doing that. Giants moving the ball.
Yeah, Giants are moving the ball. You know, they
moving it
almost to the red zone. Hey, Mike, stop your slander. Stop your bullshit.
Yo,
stop your bullshit.
Listen, don't I slander my own team too? Do I?
Yeah.
You do.
Mike, absolutely. He gets on his own team. I cannot lie.
But Daniel Jones,
the Giants are my second favorite team. Like
it's a 30-8 right now.
If I have to cheer for New York team, it's gonna be them over the Jets all day and tomorrow.
Okay, let's go to some of these games here. Upcoming. We all think that. I think we all pick. Hey. Before we enter tonight, we're going to go over some of our picks that we've been making throughout the year. Right as of now, I believe the hockey dude, he's winning. I'll have to pull it up here in a second.
That won't last long.
Let's go over our picks. Let's just go over some of these things for on Sunday. Atlanta and Detroit. Detroit lost a tough one. I think they could have won that game against Detroit in overtime. Atlanta is 1-1. I'll give it to Mike. Your thoughts on Atlanta and Detroit?
Atlanta and Detroit. Well, Atlanta offense is looking young and exciting, and Detroit defense is looking way better. But you know who back there playing quarterback, so you know that kind of makes things a little different, a little fuzzy. But I got Detroit winning. I don't got them losing to Atlanta because they should have beat the Seahawks last week. I don't think that early season magic is over yet.
I'm sorry. The Falcons are 2-0. Sorry.
Yeah, Falcons 2-0, sir.
Oh, I didn't know. I thought they lost to the Packers week one, didn't they?
Nah, they
beat them.
They beat Carolina and they beat
and I was the only one that picked the Packers. I mean, excuse me, Atlanta.
They beat Green Bay last week, so they are 2-0.
Yeah,
I'm going.
Shout outs to Atlanta.
I don't see the Lions losing to them again, man. As long as they get that running game in motion, they be all right.
Yeah. Atlanta and Detroit. That game is Atlanta's 2-0. Detroit is 1-1. Let me go to the next game. Buffalo visits the nation's capital to take on the Commanders. That game is at 1:00 on CBS. Buffalo looked like they got it going against the Raiders. Washington is 2-0. Washington is running the ball and playing defense. I think they found a quarterback in what is my man's name? I can't think of his name right now. But Sam Howell. Sam Howell is howling with the wind. He's playing pretty good. Josh Allen, he's the wild card, man. He didn't turn the ball over not one time last week. When he turns the ball over, Commanders' offense is clicking. You're right. But Josh Allen's the wild card. If he doesn't turn the ball over, Buffalo has a good chance of winning. Buffalo still, to me, I don't understand as a team that's in the Northeast how they have not solved that running back issue and how he's their lead rusher. I'll give it to Mike Mills. Your thoughts on Buffalo and Washington? I think Washington's going to get Buffalo on Sunday.
I always say the Bills are not built for the weather that they play in, but it's still early in the year, so weather don't matter wherever they play in this game at. So I'm taking Buffalo. I don't think that Commander Magic is finna last. I mean, I see them key. I feel like there was a 500 team this year anyway. So I'm taking Buffalo.
Gotcha. D-Dub, your thoughts on this game?
Yeah, I'm listening to you, and come on, man. This is 2 games. I'm not sold on Washington yet, and I'm not sold on Atlanta. And I picked Detroit to win in Detroit, and I'm picking Buffalo to beat Washington in Washington. So I don't believe yet. Yes, I do not believe yet.
It's still warm outside.
Washington. I just think it's still early, and let me see what you do. If you beat a good Buffalo team, then we'll start talking. So as of right now, I'm taking Buffalo.
Gotcha. Denver visits South Florida and goes to Miami. That game's at 1:00 on CBS. Denver's about to be 0-3. Miami's about to throw it all at them, kitchen sink. I think Miami's going to win this game handily. I don't know the spread on this game, but Miami should win this game handily with their quarterback, Tua, and with their weapons that they got at wide receiver, man. So I don't think too much of this game. Miami should win this game handily. D-Dub.
Yeah, you don't think too much, and neither do I. And probably half of America not thinking too much. And
Except for
Miami,
fans.
except for the Dolphin fans, and the Dolphin fans and Dolphins should handle their business. This is a team that you should not lose, and you should beat and take care of handily. So I'm taking Miami for the dub.
Gotcha. Mike Mills, your thoughts on this game?
I'm looking at my picks here, and I realized I didn't pick that game. So we're going to pick live on the air. You know what? I'm going with the upset. I'm taking the Broncos. Like, you said the Broncos playing, right? Yeah, I'm taking the Broncos.
Yeah, Broncos in Miami. I don't know how you skipped over the game, bro. I didn't put them in yet.
I don't know. But I'm taking the
Broncos. Now I remember. Now America, you heard that he picked Denver over Miami.
Yeah, I'm picking Denver, man.
You got a score? You got a score?
Do I got a score? Yeah, it's gonna be high scoring. I'm gonna go 35-30.
Ooh.
He definitely took 8 gummies today before coming on.
I didn't take any gummies. I did try.
Okay, you sliced them up in half too.
I had a little paper earlier.
Okay. I used to say, hey, man, it's good. It's all good.
I'm gonna have half my gummy, and I'm gonna have me another cocktail, and
shout out to Bad Dog. That was funny. I thought that was hilarious, man.
Bro, I was rolling when I heard that. I was like, man, that's funny. Let me go into the next game. Houston, Jacksonville, ain't too much talk about that. Jacksonville shall handle their business. I'm not even going to pass that around, pass the mic around on that one. Baltimore against Indianapolis. So let's get to Anthony Richardson. Is he scheduled to come back and play? Anthony Richardson, I implore you, please stay in that pocket, sir. Please stay in that pocket. I thought he was going to play on this past Sunday. It looks like he got, hurt up from the first game because I was watching that first game and he went and dotted that goal line and he didn't get up first. So he was injured. I don't know if he's coming back this week. But I think Baltimore should handle Indianapolis easily. The return of the old Colts back to Baltimore. Mike Mills, your thoughts on this game real quick? This your team?
Man, I got Baltimore winning, but word of advice to Anthony Richardson. Slide, DiMaggio, slide. If that boy slide, he will be okay. He don't slide. And that's why he keep getting them headaches. Slide, boy. They will ring your bell. This is the NFL. Look at Tua. Slide.
Yeah. Tua even taking jiu-jitsus on how to fall. So, yeah. Slide, bro. Slide. D-Dub, your thoughts real quick before we move on to the next game.
Yeah, bro. This should be a Baltimore game. Should not be no slip ups. This is a team you should beat without a problem. Baltimore.
Run some trick plays. Work on the offense this week. Do something.
Okay. Yeah, you do that too.
Yeah, do that too. Let's move on. Minnesota and the LA Chargers. LA Chargers go to Minnesota. Games at 1:00 on Fox. Chargers. They main man Staley. He is on the clock.
That man's. I'm sorry, guy.
He's on the clock. Minnesota should get right up against the Chargers. I think the Minnesota will win. Go ahead, D-Dub.
Yeah. Hey, my feelings about the Chargers, and I've told you, I'm not picking them no more. And listen, Minnesota should. I'll pick Minnesota to win this game. The Chargers have a not a quarterback problem. They have a head coach problem, and until they fix that problem, they're going to be in trouble. This is a team that the window is open, and for them to win should be now, or attempting to, it should be, making a deep run into the playoffs, and they haven't, and it's a shame because they got a talented team. So, but I'm picking Minnesota to win.
Okay,
I think they can't get out their own way. The Chargers.
Mike Mills, your thoughts on the Chargers and Minnesota?
There's few people in the NFL I trust less than Matthew Goff and Jared Stafford, and Kirk Cousins is one of them. I'm taking the Chargers.
Okay. All right. Let me move on. New
He keeps on
England.
shitting on Kirk Cousins
Is Kirk
every
Cousins,
week.
is he not 0-2?
Every
Have I
week.
not told y'all a lie yet?
Yeah. All right, man.
There's a lot. New England visits the Jets. 1:00 game. Zach Wilson did not look all that well last week. New England didn't look all that well against the Miami defense. Jets defense is superior. If the Jets can just get a little bit of offense, Brees Hall, how come they didn't run him more? I mean, I don't understand. Take a little pressure off the youngin, man. So I'm picking the Jets. Mike Mills.
I'm taking the Jets because all the BS they got going on can be fixed by winning. Another team with baby drama. Like, yeah, Rodgers is gone, but you already knew that. We already know what's up with that. So run the ball, play defense, and y'all will win games because y'all have a defense that's better than most teams in the NFL. I felt like if Sauce Gardner would have caught that pick, because he would have ran it back if he would have dropped that ball. If he'd have caught that pick, it would have turned the whole game around. So I'm going to Jets.
Gotcha. D-Dub.
Yeah, you got to catch the ball, young fella. You got to catch the ball. I'm going with the Jets. I think the Jets got to get some offense from the defense in order to help Zach Wilson out. If because Zach Wilson has to figure it out. Also, he has to act like he knows how to be a freaking NFL quarterback. I mean, he's only had Jesus Christ. Okay. I'm sorry. I got distracted looking at this game. I thought he got safety. Yes. Zach Wilson got to act like he knows what he's doing. I mean, it's to the point sometimes he act like some certain plays he just act like he's scared, and then there's other plays that he goes out, he looks like he has a little bit of confidence. But he has to settle down, and now the Patriots defense is not too bad either. They play pretty well, and Coach Belichick's going to have them playing well. And if I'm telling you, man, this is it. This might be it for Belichick too, man. If the Jets just put get a win over Belichick, man, I told you earlier this season that I don't see this man coming back. This might be it for him.
Is it me? I've heard this afternoon. Belichick and Nick Saban, they look like they are sick.
They look tired. They look tired. I don't know, sick. I think they might be tired, man. It might be because the game is changing. I think it's changing before. Yes. I believe that. I believe like the game is changing, and it's like they're just changing before the eyes. So I wouldn't be surprised, man, if these guys decide to hang it up within the next year or two.
Yeah, I totally agree. Let me go to the next game.
Shout out to yeah, they're not on top of the world anymore. Yeah, I mean that's part of it too.
Yeah. Oh, how the mighty have fall. Mm-hmm. Let me go to the next game. New Orleans visits Green Bay. That game's at 1:00. New Orleans is 2-0. Green Bay 1-1. Mike Mills, I'll toss it to you. Your thoughts?
That same defense is looking real scary early in the year, and it's still early in the year. And Derek Carr is still learning. I feel like he's still getting comfortable, but he's doing enough to win. So if he gets a little more comfortable, I think they'll be a real good team. But I'm going to Saints this week.
Gotcha. D-Dub.
Dog, did you just say Carr looking comfortable?
I say he's still getting comfortable.
He's still getting. I think Carr is. I think it's over for him, man. I think it's over for him, man. I don't see nothing. I don't see that Derek Carr. I think we've seen that one good year of Derek Carr, and that's it. I think he's a serviceable quarterback, but I don't think he's the guy. He's not going to be that guy to get you over. And it's pretty sad because that's a pretty good Saints team, but I don't think I don't like him. I don't know. I don't see him. I don't see that quarterback that he was that year with the Raiders. Green Bay, they 1-1. Could have won. They could have beat. They could have been 2-2, 2-0. I'm taking Green Bay on this one.
Okay. I'm going to take. I'm like Mike. New Orleans defense has been really repped up, man. I'm going to take New Orleans on this one. So, but I think on my paper I got Green Bay, but I'm gonna take New Orleans. Who knows? I'll switch. Who knows? So we covered that. Let me go to a very intriguing game. Tennessee visits Cleveland. Like how we stated earlier in the Monday night game. Chubb is out. He'll be out with a season-ending knee and leg injury. The Steelers did their thing against Cleveland. The Steelers didn't play all that great offensively. Let's put that in effect. Steeler fans. So I don't want to hear nothing from Steeler fans. Stop it. Oh, get stupid. I just think, and like I said, Deshaun Watson does not look sharp. He does not look sharp at all. I'm taking Tennessee. The game's at 1:00 on CBS. Go ahead, D-Dub.
Yeah, I'm taking Tennessee also. Cleveland. I'm not really thoroughly impressed. Like I said, Watson. We talked about the Watson deal. He doesn't look all that great. Green Bay did. Not Green Bay. Cleveland did pick up Kareem Hunt.
Yes,
if I'm not mistaken. So that's a reunion for them. So we'll see if that helps them out. But I'm still gonna go with Tennessee. Tennessee's been playing pretty well, so I think Tennessee can get this win in Cleveland.
Gotcha. Mike Mills, thoughts?
Taking Tennessee. The Browns did sign Kareem Hunt, but it's going to take him a week or two to get reacclimated because he's been home doing whatever. But he been in their system, so that might help them later on down the road. But it ain't going to help this week. And if Ryan Tannehill look anything like he looked this week, which I know he ain't, they're going to beat the hell out of them. But I'm going Tennessee in a close one.
Gotcha. Let me move on. I don't think this game we don't have to invest in too much time in. Carolina versus Seattle. Seattle should win that game handily. That game's in Seattle. Carolina
momentum.
Bryce Young is out.
What do you say?
I believe Bryce Young is out. He was hurt in practice. I believe he's out. He might be out for the.
He was lined up behind the guard in Monday night game. Hopefully, he got that right. They had the running back had to push him over. That was a funny moment. All right, so we all agree on that. And lo and behold, Chicago visits Kansas City against the world champs. We already talked about how dysfunctional organization the Chicago Bears are. I'm rolling with Kansas City. I'm rolling with the champs. Justin Fields.
That makes two of us.
Yeah, Mike Mills.
Going Kansas City.
3. I feel bad that they had all that shenanigans going on, and now they got to play the Chiefs. But
they got to play the Chiefs.
Welcome to the real world, because ain't that how
it is? That's what bad.
You lose your job, that's what bad. And then you got to pay rent, and then your car stop working. Yup.
That's what bad organizations do, man. This is what bad organizations do, man. Mike, what you say that again? Real life, go ahead.
This is real life. You lose your job, and then you got to pay the rent, and then the car start acting crazy. Welcome to real life, Chicago Bears. The Bears are a failure as an organization, a record label, and a staff. They are about to go down. Kansas City going to beat the hell out of them.
I totally agree. I'm down with you. I am definitely down with you here.
Did he hit him up? He as a record label and a staff.
Dallas against Arizona.
I caught that.
I did too, Mike. Good job. Dallas against Arizona, 425 in the desert. Dallas still looks very, very well. And they are going to Arizona plays the same half they did against the Giants. Arizona ain't going to score anything against this Dallas defense. I got Dallas rolling in this game, rolling probably about 20 points. Mike.
Now, I picked this game before Diggs tore his ACL, right? So they still,
Yes,
but
I
they still
forgot.
got
Yeah,
Gilmore. They still got Gilmore, but that still won't help the Cardinals if they want Caleb Williams. So sorry, Josh Dobbs, you finna lose again. I'm going to Cowboys.
Gotcha. D-Dub.
Yeah, that was I was working, and then I turn around and I see the breaking news that Diggs had tore his ACL. So I was like, man, but I mean, I still should be no problems.
Word.
I got Dallas for the win. Still should be no problem, man. Even got Gilmore on the other side.
Yeah.
The Dallas should handle their business on the road.
Yeah. Mike, you gave us that. Is Mike there? Okay.
Yeah, I'm here.
Yeah, go ahead. Dallas, Arizona.
Yeah. Oh, Dallas.
Okay, gotcha.
Absolutely.
Let me move
Dallas.
on. The Sunday night game, Pittsburgh against the Las Vegas Raiders. 8:20 game. The game is in Las Vegas. Like I said, I was not impressed with the Pittsburgh Steelers offense. Kenny Pickett, he played okay. He didn't play well in my opinion. I think he has to play better. Vegas just looked really bad last week against Buffalo. Like they had that one drive and then that was it. So I don't know which Vegas you get this week. I'm gonna say that they're home and I think Vegas gets the win. D-Dub.
Nah, brother, I'm going Pittsburgh. I didn't like exactly what you said. I didn't like nothing about Las Vegas that and even with the little bit that I liked out of Pittsburgh, I think Pittsburgh could, should be able to get a win
A little bit more
in Vegas.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Mike Mills, your thoughts?
I'm absolutely going Pittsburgh. As much as I hate to say it, yes, Pittsburgh.
Yeah,
They're
in your conference, bro. They're in your conference. They're a division.
I mean, they win games and make the division look better, but the Vegas is terrible. I'm going the Steelers.
Let me move to another Monday night game. They got two Monday night games on again. Philadelphia and Tampa Bay, and LA against Cincinnati. First one is Philadelphia against Tampa Bay. Games at 7:15 in Tampa, Florida. Tampa's 2-0. Eagles are 2-0. Baker Mayfield's playing pretty good. Philadelphia, their first game looks like they was trying to figure some things out against the New England Patriots, and they did. And they got the win. And last week they did the same. The games at home. I'm gonna pick the world champs. I'm rocking with Philadelphia. They ain't gonna get it. D-Dub.
Yeah, I'm right with you. You said Tampa Bay, Baker Mayfield looked good, but he don't look good enough to beat the Philadelphia Eagles, and I'm going with the Eagles for the win.
I call them the world champs. I should say. I'm sorry, the champs of the the NFC.
Yeah,
sorry about that. Sorry about that.
Don't get slapped up by the
KC fans. Sorry. Hey, did you see the real quick, a funny moment? Anybody see that one on Instagram when the black couple, they spell the Eagles? They do their Eagles chant, fly Eagles fly. And at the end, they say they spelled it wrong.
EGLERSPP. Yeah, terrible.
Nah, stop.
Terrible.
I thought it was City Girls, bro. I was like,
terrible.
Man.
I was like,
I can't.
I was like, where's the EA? Mike, what did you say? They said they was ELG.
ELGREPST.
Yo, welcome to mofos who got a camera, bro, a camera phone, and
they need to pass
and didn't finish school.
A reading test to be a fan of something.
Yeah, didn't finish school.
Oh man, if I could put up real quick, man, I would, man. But then they was strong and wrong, as they used to sing. Sing in the choirs. You strong and wrong.
Couldn't tell her nothing, huh?
I got a text somewhere. I'll find it. Don't worry.
God, man.
Yeah, send that to me, man.
Yeah, that was. I'm surprised you missed it. So we're all picking. Mike, who you got?
Oh, the Eagles, definitely. The Buccaneers are 2-0, but I'm gonna quote Public Enemy: "Don't believe the hype. Please don't believe the hype. Please don't
believe the hype. Don't believe the hype." Rams, they visit Cincinnati. The LA Rams visit Cincinnati. Rams played against San Francisco last week. I thought that was a home game for the Niners. Rams played okay. They wasn't good enough, of course, to beat the Niners. I'm taking Cincinnati. This can't be the same Cincinnati team. I'm taking the Bengals. I'm rocking with the Bengals. The Bengals will bounce back this week against the Rams. Rams got to come cross country. The Rams will get them tonight.
Hey.
Go ahead.
Hey, what you said? This can't be. You gonna try to will Cincinnati to a win?
You trying to
Fuck
Jay-Z
outta
him
here.
into a win. This can't be like
Yeah.
this can't be like
The Rams are gonna beat them. Yo, man, Cincinnati is who they are, man. Yo, this is it, man. And they go 0-3. I'm picking them to go 0-3. I'm picking the Rams.
Oh, wow. Okay. Mike Mills, you want them to go 0-3, but we need an objection.
What did I say about the Bears? I told you get fired, and then the rent due. Same thing with Cincinnati. The rent is due. And don't try none of that falling down the stairs stuff neither, boy. It's over. They about to go 0-3. I'm going with the Rams.
Man.
The rent is due.
That's the NFL this week. Don't miss our NFL 4 for Short segment at 9 a.m. this coming Sunday. Monday morning, 9 a.m. So let me roll to college football real quick. I had it up here. Yeah, college football.
I think this is a good week this week.
What, for college football? Yeah, I think so too.
Colorado.
Yeah, you got a lot of good games this and this is coming from D-Dub, so I really don't give a damn about these college football games, but
let me go to the power rankings real quick according to CBS Sports. Also, CBS powers our sports ticker on our website. Make sure you visit our website. We've got a bunch of cool articles, cool things to see. Also, our former podcast. You want to go back and see, what D-Dub said about your said team a couple years ago. What Mike said, whatever slander Mike said about whatever your teams, you can go back and say that. But let me go real quick about the power rankings. Georgia's number 1. They're 3-0. Michigan is 3-0 without their El Jefe at the helm, Jim Harbaugh. He's still not back yet. Texas is 3-0. Washington is 3-0. For the state is number 5. They're 3-0. Notre Dame is playing. Is it Ohio State this week? Who they play this week? There's an important game this week.
Who, Notre Dame?
Yeah, Notre Dame's playing somebody, and it could be
Ohio State. Number 6, yeah. Ohio State.
I told you there's some couple good games this week. Penn State is 3-0. They're number 7. USC is 3-0. They're number 8. Ohio State, as we just mentioned, they're 3-0. Number 10, Oregon is 3-0. And number 11, we coming. Colorado, they're 11-0. They're 3-0. Let me just run through these quick. LSU, Utah, Oregon, Ole Miss, Alabama, Tennessee, Duke, UCLA, North Carolina, Miami, Clemson, Missouri, Oklahoma, and Kansas rounds out the top 25. So I was the only one that was able to come on this past Sunday. I talked a little bit about the Colorado game. We only got a few minutes. Mike Mills, your thoughts on the game, the whole Deion Sanders things he's changing college football. Your thoughts real quick.
Man, it's 3 weeks. That man ain't changing college football. Listen, I love to see them win.
Talk that talk, Mike Miller.
I love to see African-American head coach win. I love to see all those things. I love to see him win, especially because they was talking crazy. Like this man can't coach or nothing. So I appreciate them winning. And it was a good game. Colorado State, they was talking and they actually backed it up because they wasn't supposed to be that close. So that was enjoyable. They came to play. Sides. That late hit on Travis Hunter was BS, and everybody knows it. Do I think people should be threatening that young man's life? Nah, like you're tripping. But it was absolutely, it was a good game, and it was great to see them win. And Shedeur Sanders looked too cool, man. That was really what he said. Brady mode. That was Brady mode, man. He looked the part. So, I enjoyed the game from what I saw at work while I was peeking out and doing other things. But it was a good game, man. And I just hope they keep it up. I hope it's an even better game against Oregon this week.
D-Dub, your thoughts real quick.
Yo, man, it was a nice chippy game, man. It was a lot of hype behind it, and again, Colorado State don't get their props for actually coming out and playing the game, and they also took it personal as well. So shout outs to them, man. To me, I'm sick of the people jumping on the bandwagon, man. You know what I'm saying? A lot of these cats, everybody, Buffalo, buff. But, there's another team on the other side that's playing for something too. So, I respect Colorado State for coming out. And what's the coach name? Nobody. For Colorado State.
I'll get it for you in a second. Go ahead.
Anyway, shout outs to him. Him getting his team playing and coming out to play. Them guys, again, because it was so chippy.
Jay Norvell is his name.
Jay Norvell. Had they not, had they played under a little bit more control and not had so many penalties, they would have won that game. Chances are they would have won that game if they was under control and not get so emotional. And if they would have calmed down, they might have would have had that game. But shout outs to both of them, man. But it was a very entertaining game. Shout outs to Colorado, and they got a tough opponent in Oregon this weekend. 3:30. I'm gonna be there for it.
I gave some of my thoughts on our Gridiron show that comes on at 10 o'clock. Yes, I'm plugging that. Make sure you check us out this coming Sunday for the Gridiron show. I gave some of my thoughts. I stayed up to watch that game. The game ended around 2:30 Eastern time, and it was a very good game, entertaining game. And like D-Dub said, and like I stated on this past Sunday on our show, you can go back and listen to it. Hey, Colorado State, there's human beings on that side too, man. And like D-Dub said, they took it personal, and they absolutely went out there and almost beat Colorado, who was a heavy favorite. And I'm a be a no fun guy here for a second. To all you Colorado fans that stormed the field after you were supposed to beat this team, I don't understand that. That's whack, in my opinion. Why y'all supposed to beat this team? Y'all stormed the field. I knew you was gonna say something, Mike. I knew it. Yeah.
I'm 50-50 on it. Like, it was a 20-point favorite, but Jay Norvell should have shut up. If he would have just let that game be played and then came out there and punched them in the mouth, then that would have been better. But you did all that extra, and then you went out there and lost. So let them storm the field. You should have shut up.
I'm not even mad at, bro. I'm not even mad at that. Man, that's you guys do whatever y'all want to do to get yourself up. Pause. but
shout out to Mason Cam.
Y'all do whatever y'all want to do. Yeah, y'all do what y'all want to do.
But Mike, don't take it too far though. They're crazy.
Yeah. Get crazy. Yo,
another email come out.
Yeah. You understand what I'm saying? But man, it's football, bro. I'm not. I think sometimes these guys, they looking for anything, man. It's almost like Michael Jordan all over, man. You guys, you looking for something just to, take you over the edge, and whatever, man. But it is.
He's trying to conjure. I wouldn't say conjure up your mind, but sometimes to hype yourself with it. And they said, Mike,
sometimes you gotta do that.
Michael Jordan,
the motivation.
Yes, he drew motivation from, the guy looked at me wrong. A fan, and, I just took it out on the player, and some people have to draw some kind of motivation. And like I said,
and I get it.
Go ahead.
Yeah, but as far as the storm of the field, no fun guy. Listen, man, I get it. Yo, bro, I get it, right? But
oh my God, get out of here.
It's a rivalry game.
Yeah.
I'm not mad at it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I'm not mad at it.
I got you.
I get it. If they was playing my team, UNC Charlotte, who's playing Florida, number 25 Florida,
they're going to get their ass kicked. just gonna say.
Yo, just take the check, man. Just write them a check, bro. Y'all ain't gotta do that to them.
They going down the game
field too.
They going down the game. They going down to Gainesville.
They're going to Gainesville.
They're gonna get their ass kicked.
Yeah. Shout outs to my people. I gotta get one of these guys on, man.
Yeah, bro. You gotta get one of the guys from UNC Charlotte on, man.
Yeah, man.
Talk a little football, man. Maybe get the coach.
Ran out the swamp.
Yeah. Shout out to Coach. Yo, that's one coach.
You got to move.
Like
you got to move
man.
over so the coach can see you. Yeah.
Oh, Coach Biff, man, he's a cool dude, man. He's I like him, man. He's good dude. Good, very, very good dude, man. I had heard a whole lot of good stuff about him. Haven't met him yet, but I'll see him in passing every now and again.
Shout out to D-Dub, Coach Biff of the Charlotte 49ers, UNC Charlotte 49ers, man. Hey, man, our time is up. It is exactly 90 minutes. It flew by. That's what happens when you talking sports. No DA, he has texted me a few times. He is mad that his technical issue could not be fixed.
Bro, he done took that Ambien already, right? He done went to sleep, right?
He needs a
do
do-over.
With that cuckoo clock going in the background.
Yeah.
Benadryl too, the way that thing's going up.
I don't even know what he had going on, man. But
yeah, bro.
Hey, man, shout out and salute to everybody that chimed in the YouTube comments. Thank you so much. Shout out to those that like, click, and subscribe. Make sure you like, click, and subscribe, and comment on our YouTube channel. Make sure we mess up the algorithm. Also, go to Apple Podcasts, go to Spotify, give us that 5-star review. Tell us what you think of us. Please, 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 please. Check us out. Hey, next week, I know I talked about this Sunday. We got our Gridiron college football talk. Then we got our 4th and Short for NFL. Next Thursday, we've got another special guest coming. She came and hung out with us this past March. Is Deb Wickus. Deb is covering a bunch of other stuff too now. She's covering the charges and she's doing some other things. Some things with Sean Salisbury, former Vikings quarterback, and she's doing a lot of things. So she's gonna hang out with us next week. So you don't want to miss that. She talks football with us here on this show, man. So don't miss that. You don't want to miss that next Thursday at 7:30 p.m., man. Let me get my parting shots. I'll pass it off to the D-Dub. D-Dub, what's up, bro? What you got for us as we going on out of here?
Yo, shout outs to everyone. Thank you for everybody joining us tonight. Sports Chasers podcast every Thursday night, 7:30. Yo, everybody have a good weekend. Good football this weekend. Good college football. I forgot to talk about Nick Saban and Alabama and Ole Miss this weekend. This should be a pretty decent one. So, we'll see if Nick can put more than 17 points up for Alabama, but we'll see. But everybody have a good weekend. Thanks, and join us on Sundays for the Gridiron, and then on Mondays for 4th and Short.
Appreciate that. Mike Mills, what you got?
Nothing major. Shout out to everybody watching. Shout out to everybody at home. Shout out to DA and the Cuckoo Clock. Shout out to Ian Dan in the comments. And single dropping at midnight. And that's it.
Mike's dropping the single at midnight. Appreciate you, brother. Appreciate. Hey, something we forgot to get to real quick. 30 seconds on it. It's hockey related. I'll have Dan unpack it next week. The Blue Jays, excuse me. Sorry, not the Blue Jays. It's the Blue Jackets of Columbus. The Columbus Blue Jackets of the NHL. That's some weird thing going on. Mike Babcock, who was the former coach, he was fired, let go, or whatever he did because he was looking at players' phones. I'm gonna let Dan get into this, but it was like the weirdest thing. And I read a couple articles on it, and they said there was a lot of red flags concerning this guy.
What do you mean by looking at players' phone?
He wanted to look inside the phone, see the pictures of their family, see how you got along with their family. Yes,
sir, you're a weirdo. That's some weirdo shit.
The leak.
And I'm gonna let Dan talk about it.
Dan will address it. I'll put an article in our YouTube channel and also on the podcast side, so you can check it out if you're interested. Yes, it's very weird though. I don't understand why any coach or why any employer would want to look in your phone. Now, if it's your work phone, you can have at it. I don't care. My personal phone, it's my personal phone. Work. So, Mike Babbitt, you get I don't know if we have a weirdo.
Did he get a tip from like the feds? Is he some child pornography is going on? What are we talking about?
He's no longer the only reason to go through the phone. Anything else would be crazy.
Yeah, that's about it, bro.
He's no longer with the team. He's gone. He's gone, girl, as they say. Well, what does it say? Days after Mike Babcock was accused of inappropriate workplace conduct by podcast host Paul Basnett, with the retired NHL player claiming Babcock was forcing players to airplay personal photos on television in his office. Columbus Blue Jackets management addressed the debacle in intense press conference at Nationwide Arena. I know I probably shouldn't have read this when we're about to get off air. Again, I'm gonna make Dan will unpack this next week because this is some real weirdo level stuff. If we just have a weirdo of the week award, this will go to this guy because that's some weird stuff, man. So shout out to everybody. Thank you so much for you guys listening on the podcast side. Appreciate it. Those that are listening and watching on the YouTube side, thank you so much. Appreciate you. Make sure you, again, like, click, subscribe, comment to the channel so we can mess up the algorithm. Thank you so much again. Make sure you tune in on this coming Sunday and on Monday. And don't forget our special guest next week, Miss Deb Wickes. She will be hanging out with us again. So you definitely don't want to miss that, man. So listen, we're going to get on out of here. On behalf of myself, I'm Kevin L. Warren, your host and moderator. For Darryl D. Warren, for Mike Mills, for the DA and his cuckoo clock. We don't know what he got going on with that clock. I'm going to check on him as soon as I get off here. For the angry one and Dan in the comments, thank you for all those in the YouTube land and on the podcast side for listening. Appreciate you, man. Hey, this is the Sports Chasers podcast. Excuse me. Be good. Be blessed. Have a great weekend. Hey, we'll see you Sunday, man. Enjoy yourself. Be good. Later.